Breaking news: no giving up on the elusive two-state solution to the Israel-Hamas conflict, says White House. A two-state solution to the Israel-Hamas conflict will remain elusive, according to National Security Council spokesperson John Kirby, but the administration will keep negotiating. According to Kirby, President Biden continues to believe in the possibility and promise of a two-state solution, but she will let Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu explain his intentions. This was stated to Major Garrett of CBS News. "We completely get that. It's going to be really hard to pin down. A two-state solution between Israel and Palestine is still a long way off, according to Kirby, because the region will be changed irrevocably by the war with Hamas and because the fate of the Palestinians in Gaza is uncertain." Israeli President Isaac Herzog has publicly opposed the idea of a two-state solution, which the Biden administration has stated it is attempting to promote. Herzog is scheduled to meet with White House National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan on Friday, according to Kirby. Sullivan had a meeting with the Saudi Crown Prince, and it was clear that the Saudis are ready to proceed with a two-state solution. He reiterated that while a two-state solution is still far off, he acknowledged that it was a significant step in the right direction. The possibility of a two-state solution, according to Kirby, is going to require leadership on both sides, with a focus on leadership that is willing to be transformative and achieve peace for the Israeli and Palestinian peoples. According to Kirby, President Biden has stated that he will continue to speak with leaders from both parties. Late in October, Biden urged world leaders to make a concentrated effort to end the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. On Thursday, while Israel shelled the Gaza Strip, the U.S. envoy was in Tel Aviv to discuss tactics with Israel's ally regarding the protection of Palestinian civilians during the war against Hamas. Regarding the potential shift to what the U.S. has referred to as lower-intensity military operations in Gaza, White House National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan met with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and other officials, including the defense minister of the country. John Kirby, spokesman for national security at the White House, is here. The Israelis' expectations for the future of the war and its current status were among the topics that Jake did discuss with him. He did hint that they may soon switch to lower-intensity operations from what we would call high-intensity ones, which is what they're doing right now. However, I would prefer not to attach a timestamp to it. I believe you will be able to grasp it. Sending a message to Hamas about what they can expect in the next weeks and months is the last thing we want to do. Reuters approached U.S. President Joe Biden at an event in Bethesda, Maryland, and asked if he wanted Israel to reduce its attack on Gaza by the year's end. "I hope their attention is solely on ways to prevent harm to innocent civilians, not abandon the fight against Hamas, but exercise greater caution." On Thursday, a house in the Rafah area of southern Gaza was struck by an Israeli airstrike, resulting in dozens of casualties who were rushed to the hospital. The airstrike injured dozens of people, including women and children, and killed 6, according to paramedics. In a cross-border raid on October 7, militants from the Palestinian group Hamas massacred 1,200 Israelis and took 240 hostages, prompting Israel to launch its campaign in response. Since then, the coastal strip has been besieged and devastated by Israeli forces. Nearly 19,000 people have been confirmed dead, with thousands more feared buried under the rubble, according to Palestinian health officials.